Okay, like I said, well, hello YouTubers, hello people who are interested in MBTI personality stuff, because I'm fascinated by it, and uh, I've been thinking about it a lot, I guess, so I wanted to post on. Um, I drew a blank. Actually, I'm gonna talk about music. So I talked about movies, and like I thought I was able to talk about movies in a really short amount of time, and I find I can't. So I think, yeah, I really do want to talk about music, and this will be kind of a short post, but some of the music that really inspires me that I really like. I know as an INFJ, music to me is so powerful. It can really change my mood, and sometimes I don't even think about it. I'm like having a bad day. I'm like, I don't really want to listen to music. But then I kind of regret it because then on the days that I'm like having a bad day or something and I listen to music, it seems to always help me. So I don't know why I'm so against, not wanting to listen to music or something. I don't know. Um, but um, anyway, about music and INFJs. Okay, so I find music to be very powerful. I listen to really sad music. Like all my friends are like, this music is so depressing. And I don't really thought it like that. Like all my music I really enjoy. And I have my playlists and stuff, and I really enjoy it. And it is really depressing, but it seems to touch me, right? So I'm like, I don't know what to say to that. The music, I guess, is depressing, but I like it. Like I'm not really into like the like heavy metal or anything, unless I'm really angry. But I listen to mostly like just really, really soulful stuff. And I like to talk about a couple artists that I really enjoy, and if you have never heard of them, please look for them online or whatever because they're beautiful. Okay, Bon Iver, the new Bon Iver CD, excuse me, the new Bon Iver CD. If you haven't heard them, and you're an INFJ or an NF, you're really missing out on your life. You need to download it now. Every time I listen to that music, sometimes at night right before I go to sleep, it's just a beautiful sound, very soulful. I think if you're in the right mood, it can bring you to tears. It really pushes you to your core. I mean, have never listened to a CD and loved it so much. The new Bon Iver CD, titled Bon Iver, is I think the best CD. But there's also one called For Emma, Forever Ago, and that's really good too. Like the guy, I'm pretty sure like was in a shack in the winter, like in winter somewhere really cold, and like just like shut himself inside and wrote music. And like that's what came out is what this For Emma Forever Ago came out. It's a beautiful, beautiful CD. So please listen to that music if you're an INFJ. You're missing out. Or an NF, or anybody who just can appreciate good music, not the crap that comes out. Like, come on, really, Kanye West, no thanks. Great, he's a great artist, but I'm like, if you really want something that's going to push you to your core, it's a great CD. Also, Ryan Adams. I wonder how many people actually know about Ryan Adams because none of my friends seem to, but I think maybe if I was around other people, like they'd really enjoy it, or they'd know who Ryan Adams is. He's in a lot of TV shows. Like, I've heard Ryan Adams a lot in True Blood, and I've heard him a lot in other shows. I'm trying to think like what other shows I've heard him. But like, he's a really good artist, and he's definitely an INFJ. If you're an INFJ and you listen to Ryan Adams music, you're like, yeah, I get it, right? I get it. Everything he says, it just touches you. It just touches you. And I mean, I can't say that many artists that I listen to, their music, I really get this feeling inside, like, wow, he really understands me, or she really understands me. And Ryan Adams does. When he writes, it's completely from an INFJ perspective. Somebody who truly understands that all the conflict that goes within us, all that torment, all that stuff, like as an INFJ, you internalize everything, right? So he seems to be able to really vocalize and speak to the way INFJs process things and the way we feel about things and how we feel a lot and how we think a lot. Someone says something and we actually will think about what you just said and kind of wonder what you meant by it. So I think it's beautiful, and I don't know if Ryan Adams has like acoustic versus non-acoustic. I mean, I know he joined up with the Cardinals, and I mean, it's good, but it's not as good, I think, as his solo stuff, which is that's acoustic. So check out his acoustic mix of music. it's very folky, I mean, it's folk music, but it's just him and a guitar. And it's really, really pretty. I can't even, I mean, all the songs, not all the songs are, amazing, but there's such good music. So if you want quality and not terribleness that's on TV or the radio, check that out for sure. Um, I wish I could sing, or I'd sing covers to the songs. They probably wouldn't be nearly as good, but I'm like, I really like the lyrics. Like, if you took the lyrics aside. I'm trying to think, like, one of my favorite songs by him is, um, um, Call Me On Your Way Back Home is a really good song. I'm like, I should just, like, open up my iPod and look. But anyway, so fantastic artist. I like Blind Pilots. What's interesting is a lot of artists don't make music that's all based around like what Ryan Adams or Bon Iver does, right? Because it's not really commercial. Like people who appreciate music appreciate their work, but it's not something that I think the average person would be like, yeah, this is really good. I want to listen to this all the time. So I find that artists tend to have songs that I really enjoy. Um, but that's not really what they come up with like all the time. It's usually very commercialized or like just too much extra stuff going on, not just their voice, which I just enjoy voice and a guitar or something of the sort. And so I have like in my playlist, it's like full of music that's by artists that have, you know, made it very popular in the music industry, but are actually they only have like one or two songs I really really like like for instance Twilight. I mean, Twilight's not that great, but the music in it is really good. But I like the music in the movie that they play, like that song. But the artist as a whole, I don't like all their music. I would like to mention Mumford and Sons, very soulful as well, and I really connect to their music. So maybe if do you guys like Mumford and Sons? I don't know. I really really enjoy them. I find that like White Blank Page, for instance, is a beautiful song, and I just really connect with that kind of stuff. Um, and Switchfoot, very soulful. Switchfoot's acoustic stuff, very good. Like when I watched Remember, who's that? Um, it's not Remember Me, but it's A Walk to Remember. It has Remember in it. Okay, A Walk to Remember, a fantastic movie. And it actually has a lot of Switchfoot music in it, which is what really drew me into Switchfoot, because the storyline in the movie drew me in, and the music really accentuated the movie. It made the movie very, very easy to watch. Like, just a very nice, very sweet story. I mean, obviously kind of sad, but just a really sweet story. So check out Switchfoot, and check out John Foreman as an artist. I don't know if he's an INFJ, but he definitely is an NF, and his music's beautiful. He came out with his own, like, CDs. I don't know if he was splitting from the band or just had a lot of music he wanted to write and sing and perform that was just of him. But it's really good, and he names them by seasons. And I think the music really correlates. Like winter is very sad and slow, and summer is a lot more peppy. But I really enjoy some of his songs as a solo artist. I think he's a writer who's just very very talented. Um, And I'd like to mention, Ryan Adams does the cover for Wonderwall way better than the original. I mean, granted, I do appreciate Oasis. I mean, obviously the first copy was really good, but Ryan Adams does the cover for Wonderwall, which is so beautiful. Um, Joshua Radin, like I used to be really into him. I think he's still a really good artist, but he's gotten really commercial. So, Iron and Wine, fantastic, very very good, very soulful as well, like that folky sound. They have a song called The Trapeze Singer, which is gorgeous, gorgeous. Nothing can compare. Coldplay, legit artist, like really good. I like the Coldplay acoustic, not like the big band stuff. I like it was just him and his voice, but I think he taps into the NF reality a lot. And I wonder if artists in general tend to be NFs because they seem to be able to tap into the human emotion. Um, but I just know that there's some artists that just really touch me over other artists. Um, Damien Rice, I used to like him a lot too. I think he's still very, very soulful. I just find his music to be kind of the same all the time, and so it's I don't know, but I really like his music, and I really enjoyed the song they played in Shrek, like 3 or whatever. They cut it up, so it wasn't as good, but his song about the gun, oh, fantastic. Um, yeah, I think that's basically like the best. That's like my, some of my favorites. Also, Ingrid Michaelson's Breakable song, and of course Coldplay's Fix You acoustic song, like their version. The Scripts Break Even. Like these artists are like so amazing, and they're so talented, and just I seems to be that there's certain songs that they produce, uh, one or two out of an album that's amazing, and like I totally tap into. I would like to say though that I do Ryan Adams music. Like if he came out with a CD, I wouldn't really care. I would just buy it, knowing that's going to be amazing. Maybe not Ryan Adams and the Cardinals, but definitely Ryan Adams as an artist by himself, solo track. And if he was in my town, I would have front row tickets. And then also Bon Iver, of course. So talented, and such a good CD that he just came out with. You have to go get it. Like you have to get it, or at least YouTube it or something. And I would like to mention that Bon Iver made a CD, like in his newest CD, he has the titles of cities and places, like states in the United States, and one of them is Washington State, which makes me so happy because that's where I'm from. Okay, well, I'm done YouTube, but seriously, let me know like what you guys' favorite music is, because I really like to get into new music, and if there are other NFs on the board who have other artists that they really enjoy, I would love to figure out and discover new music. That's one of my favorite things to do. So please post your favorite artist or song or whatever. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.